this way, this is not good. But the Clintons said, the hell, if I'm going to sit here and be railroaded by these Republicans, I'm not going to be impeached, I'm not going to be this. Who the hell they think? Everybody had sex just because I had sex with an intern, big deal. They do too. I'm not paying a price for this. They went out, they literally, they were camped outside Ken Starr's house every day. They had cameras on Ken Starr as he came out of his house. They had cameras following Ken Starr in his car on the way to work. And I'm not kidding. They were portraying this guy as he's a lawyer for the tobacco industry. He wanted to kill your kids with tobacco. And then he was trying to ruin the most moral president in the history, Bill Clinton. He was a sex pervert, and that's the only reason he cared about the case. At least what Trump is doing with Mueller is pointing out some actual conflicts. Now, this business deal that he and Mueller had, the only reference that I have seen to anything is a little line about a dispute over fees at the Trump National Golf Course in Virginia. Now, I happen to play this golf course about 3 weeks. There's Rudy again. Now he's up there, he's on CNN, and colluding with Russians is not even a crime. Oh, wait a minute. Trump has said he didn't collude. What's Rudy doing here? Giuliani, not sure colluding with Russians is even a crime. Well, it better not be, because the position of the Trump team is that there was no collusion in the first place. This is what I mean. I look up and there's Rudy everywhere today. They are flooding the zone. We've got the Manafort trial starting tomorrow. The Manafort trial isn't even about collusion. The Manafort trial isn't even about Russia. You know what the Manafort trial is about? It's about how he got rich representing a bunch of people that work in the Ukraine and so forth. It's about his lavish lifestyle. The trial with Manafort has got nothing to do with anything that happened after 2016. And some people are saying, what the hell is this? We're going to ruin this guy? Manafort obviously hasn't flipped yet. I don't know if he's going to, but the Manafort trial literally has nothing to do with why everybody thinks Mueller has a job. It has to investigate Trump campaign collusion with Putin and the Russians. This trial's not even about that. Here's Rudy up there colluding with Russians. Not even sure it's a crime. Well, it better not be, because your position has been from the get-go there wasn't any colluding. Anyway, the dispute of this golf course, it's a private course. It's like Trump has a public course, a couple of them. One of the public courses is Rancho Palos Verdes, down in Southern California, and it's beautiful. We shot an episode of the Handy Project there. My good friend Al Michaels, ABC's Sunday Night Football, and we had a blast in that episode. But it's way down. It's public. The Trump National Course in Sterling, Virginia, is about 20 minutes from Dulles International Airport, and it's private. And I guess that Mueller wanted to join, and there was a dispute over fees, would be the membership fees, the initiation, and all that. And I don't know whether Mueller was rejected or whether he joined and paid full boat. I have no idea. I didn't even know until yesterday I was reading about all this. But there are clear Mueller conflicts. The people he's put on his investigative team literally love Hillary Clinton and hate Trump. And the guy leading them, Andrew Weissman, has his own history of railroading people in the DOJ, starting with the Enron task force and the Ted Stevens trial. He wasn't directly involved with that, but protégés of his were. And then Comey is Mueller's one of his best buds, and Comey engineered the selection of a special counsel and Mueller. Anyway, they're flooding the zone with this now, and it reminds me of the way the Clintons dealt with this. Yeah, I know, you've got it. I'm thinking verbally here. I'm trying to figure out what could the strategery be here. And with Rudy all over, engineers, look it, I've got it. Can I play it? Okay. Engineer wants to play it, let's play it.
Good evening and welcome to Larry King Alive. Our topic tonight is Ken Starr out of control. In our Little Rock studio, special counsel Ken Starr.
Good evening, Larry.
And in our Washington studios, Clinton advisor and former campaign manager James Carville.
Hi there. When an engineer wants to do something, you better do it. They're just like the Intel guys. If you speak up against them, they can make your life miserable in ways that you can't possibly understand. We have a Republican majority in the House and Senate. Let's act like it.
Hear more from the Freedom Caucus Chair, Congressman Mark Meadows, who's leading the fight against the swamp. He opens up to Rush Limbaugh in the August Limbaugh Letter.
This may be the most enjoyable one of these interviews I've ever done.
Subscribe now at RushLimbaugh.com. You're listening to the
really is. He's a twisted, evil man, lad. And I know when American people...
Yeah, thank you, James. But let's hear from Ken Starr first. Ken, are you a madman?
Larry, let me just say that I only want to
destroy the president, because he's crazy. He's so crazy with tobacco money he's lost his mind. You can hear it in his voice. He not only wants to destroy the president, he wants to kill all your children. He wants your babies dead. He's been giving cartons of cigarettes to every kindergarten in America, and he ain't gonna stop till all your babies are smoking like your camel.
Ken, why would you give cigarettes to 5-year-olds?
Larry, I never
You see, he just said he never didn't give no cigarettes to your babies. And he also been running around showing your babies how to play with matches. Because he's been taking all kind of money from them 50-year-old big Zippo line and match people because he's a madman, lad. A killer who wants the president and all y'all babies dead. You know what else Ken Starr's a space alien? He ain't even a real man. He's from Mars, that's right. A madman from Mars, and they're invading the planet. He flies around in a spaceship handing out cigarettes made by little green men to kill your babies and destroy our president.
Pretty serious charges, Ken Starr. Are you an alien?
Honestly, Larry,
Hey, you can't trust a madman marching out to kill your babies with cigarettes and matches and destroy our president, the most moral man in America. It's a war, Larry. It's a war. Bill Clinton against the invaders from Mars, trying to kill you with secondhand smoke from your kindergartners who then burn down your house playing with matches and lighters as Ken Starr flies around in a spaceship. That's it, Larry. That's the plan to get us and our president.
Quite a compelling argument. Well, we're out of time. Now, tomorrow night, our show will feature a completely different subject. A psychic who says that Ken Starr is using mental vibrations to keep Susan McDougal awake at night. See you then.
Okay, so that's the parody we did. And that was, at the midpoint here when they were out there trying to destroy Ken Starr. You've got Trump, tweeting nonstop, and now Rudy all over TV. And they're hammering Cohen and any number of things here. And look, there are some pretty educated guesses that you and I could make over what the express purpose here is. But, at the very base minimum, they're trying to create doubt about whatever Mueller ends up saying. There's no question about that. What that gives rise to is, are they worried about what Mueller has or what Mueller's going to say? Because up to now, it has been fairly easy to conclude that Mueller doesn't have anything that could lead to Trump's impeachment, because there's nothing that's going to get 67 votes in the Senate to throw Trump out of the Oval Office, because there isn't any collusion. So the best thing, let's say that if Mueller is actually on the establishment team trying to run this silent coup to get rid of Trump, if Mueller is actually on the establishment team, part of the deep state, that has as its objective to overturn the election results, that would mean getting rid of Trump. Then the way they're doing this, the only way, because they're not going to be able to do it with impeachment, folks, they're not going to get 67 votes in the Senate, regardless what happens in the November elections. They're just not going to do it. It's never been done. There's never been an impeachment conviction of a president in the United States Senate, and there's not going to be now. So the only objective would be that if Mueller's in on this is to drive Trump's personal approval numbers down so low that Trump would lose all support on Capitol Hill and then be forced to resign. But I know Donald Trump, he's not going to resign if his approval ratings are at 10%, because he's not going to believe the polls. But I don't think it's complicated. I think we can read into things. I think it's very simple. Like, Trump is fed up with being attacked. He's fed up with his family being attacked. He's fed up with fake news. Now he's into fake news whining to him. Little A.G. Schultzberger, we're just going to stop criticizing us because it could lead to violence against citizens. Meanwhile, Steve Scalise got shot by a deranged Democrat at baseball practice. The bullets are flying, aiming at Republicans all over the place. And here comes the media worried about violence against them, which isn't happening. If you people in the media want to stop all this, then stop making things up. Just start telling the truth, doing the news. It's not hard.